Hey everyone, Razbowski here, and welcome to the Beginner's Guide. I've heard a lot of things about this game. It is recently only came out. I think it was on the 1st of October, and it's going to be about an hour and a half playthrough. It's going to be all in the one video because I'm hyped just to get through it. So, without further ado, let's jump in and begin the game. Beginner's Guide, baby. If you're excited for this episode, drop a like and put down hashtag the Beginner's Guide in the comment section below. The audio seems fine. WASD and left mouse button. I've got this. I'm down a clown, baby. Let's see. Now, I've seen the opening section of this game and it looks really good, so we'll see how it goes.
Hi there.
Hi.
Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
You're very welcome, friend.
My name is Davey Reedon.
Hey, Dave.
I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Nice. Let's do it.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Kota.
Oh.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Kota in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
Okay.
And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Hello.
It's a level for Counter-Strike.
Nice.
You can walk around here, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
And mostly it's just
Crouch.
Kota learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Oh, this
But
is...
what I like is that
this is
even though he
nice.
starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level.
Right.
And of course, it
It's
destroys
beautiful.
the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this?
Yeah.
This is what I like about all of Kota's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is.
Can I climb all these?
And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Okay. Oh, this sounds interesting.
It's 2008. Kota starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet. He just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped.
Oh, shit.
In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Really? Eh? That seems like
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together.
Oh, that's
Is
nice.
because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
Oh, what
And if the
friend.
people like
That's
you who play
baller.
this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Kota.
What a friend,
So
man.
thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Sliding into his
Okay,
DMs.
that's about
okay.
it for
Oh, shit.
introduction. Let's take a look at Kota's first proper game.
Let's do this.
As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed.
Okay.
This first one was made in November 2008.
Loading, November 2008. Awesome. Well, this is probably going to be quite sad. Oh, okay. Hello. Oh, it's a nice white room. What we got through here? Do we need to crouch? Oh, shit! Whisper machine status active. Okay. Okay,
This
we're
game is called
thrust into
Escape
action.
from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Kota.
Okay. This is nice. We got fire. Okay, have we got anything? We've got to escape from this place. I'm fine with that. Let's get out of here. Oh shit. Okay, so we're gonna go to the right here. Look at us, we're holding the gun.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
Hostile alien life forms? I don't see no aliens. How am I supposed to get?
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Oh,
For instance,
That
you
looked
have
like
this
it was
gun,
opened.
which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yep.
But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
oh balls.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Kota
That's
thought
pretty
that
cool, though.
actually it was complete the way that it is.
Oh,
And I think that we should
It's
talk
very
about his
meta.
games for what they are,
Right.
rather than for what they're not.
Oh shit.
Enemy force neutralized.
Okay, let's get go.
Begin ship
See,
I love
see.
how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Look at that. The people say the universe is infinite, but it's clearly finite. Very, very much so. Can we go through here? Okay. I like the way that they're developing games. I've never been able to code anything in my life. I did computer school and stuff.
Apparently, the space station has a labyrinth on it.
Oh wow, shit.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of
fuck
time,
me.
I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Okay, thank you. Cheers for that, mate. Thanks.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting.
Right.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay. Engine room, baby. Oh, look at that.
You there, in the engine room. You could
Yeah.
save us all.
Okay.
That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Well,
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Are you asking me to kill myself to save the planet? Holy shit! Talk about a decision. What would you do in that situation? Would you throw yourself in front of this beam to save many lives? I mean, would I live? Oh, fuck it. YOLO. Well,
Let me pause
definitely
here
YOLO.
for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying,
Yeah.
is probably what Kota had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
You just... Oh. You just come back out. And then I float. I've become a god. And I'm floating through the skies. Oh my god, it's like I'm ascending to
The beam
heaven.
causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Kota identifies
beautiful
something
this is.
human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Wow. You can see Uranus from up here. Okay. The past was behind her. Okay.
Yep. In
What?
this game, you can only walk backwards.
Holy shit! What now this is a strange game. Oh, Jesus. So do I just keep going backwards?
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Wow.
It is less advanced than the
will be
previous
seen.
game, but actually it seems to be more
does the future
focused,
keep
more
changing?
complete. Kota's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Something's over there. Let's keep going this way. What's going on here? What else have we got? When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. What becomes clearer? The future? The past? Something becomes clearer. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends.
Shit,
Didn't
dude.
need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Kota
Okay,
is
next one.
guy on a next fucking level here. It's total next level shit. And this looks like some kind of horror game. Okay. Get ready for the jump scares, ladies and gentlemen. You are now entering a very, very dark path that's probably going to be full of horrible things. Oh, I'm now entering
And
darkness.
that's it.
What?
Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. You got me, friend. You've got me. I'll bear with you for a second. I'll bear with you.
Oftentimes, Kota would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Okay.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games.
Up the stairs we go.
He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at
jump
all,
off?
but
No.
what are you gonna do?
2, 3 big-ass towers, and we're just gonna go up. Stairway to heaven. We're getting a lot slower now.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
This is so
So
fucking...
why, if Kota's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
Is it like a
Well,
metaphor?
to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. It's just like a nude picture of himself. He's just posing there naked. Oh. Stand on X staring at bear for 3 hours. What the fuck? A stranger appears. You must address and rally a group of eager press reporters.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Ah. You are a gate. Read an enemy's emails to learn how
Kota
to
would
beat
often
them.
tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that.
Wow.
It can be a very slow climb to get there.
A game of only motivational quotes played one after the other while the player cannot move. Well, that's a nice game. That'd be a great game to play on YouTube. Just somebody saying, you are fucking awesome. You watching this video right now, you have the biggest balls ever. In a good way. You don't have elephantitis. Now this is dramatically changed. Okay, through this door we go. The guy can code, I'll give him that. All these spaces are different. Going through some sort of labyrinth. I can't even build things in Minecraft, let alone something like this.
Well, this is new for Kota. It's an actual puzzle.
Okay.
Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay, so I've opened the door. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Is there darkness? See if I can solve this. Is there anything in the darkness here? There's got to be something through here, yeah? I'm just clicking everywhere. Right. So there's got to be something else to open up, yeah? Well, I can't get back up here now. Oh, Kota, where have you left me? Where have you left? Can I click that and come through? Does that close that door and open this one? Or have I just trapped myself inside? Okay, there's actually a handle on the side. There we fucking
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay.
We're gonna see it a lot.
Oh, right, okay. So we had to just sneak through. Hello, little face. Like a bowling ball. There's 3, remember that. That seems awfully specific there. There's 3 of something. The beautiful mahogany floor. My bookshelf smells of mahogany. The music's so calming.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Pretty much, mate.
Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Enter. Oh shit, son. What the fuck? How the hell? What the?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I
Just
actually find
a
it funny
little
that
bit.
this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Holy
Either way, I think that
shit.
the point is the same. Is that most of the time, you don't get to know what you're missing. Or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
Wow.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
To play the game? This is interesting. Back outside with the beautiful crickets playing in my ears, you are now exiting. Hold on. What the fuck?
This, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Kota believes his games are connected somehow. It
But-
could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role.
It's like a fucking
some
English essay.
larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Again, it's probably just a nude picture of him on the wall, just spreading his arms back, looking absolutely fantastic. The Great and Lovely Descent. But I'll tell you what, that movie Descent is not great or lovely. But that house is interesting. So it's just white all around us, apart from this fantastic house in... I don't know.
Let's talk about
what.
video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
The Streetwise Fool. Come down!
To make all of these
Get a
games,
drink.
Kota is using an engine called Source.
Okay.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Time going for shit.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors.
Sip, sip,
That's
sip.
why so many of Kota's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Okay. Oh, what's down here? Oh shit, let's go into the murder basement. What the
What
fuck?
kinds of creative work they're going to end up making.
This is some murder
You might
basement
consider
right
paying
here.
attention to the architecture in Kota's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Am I supposed to do this? It's like I'm doing some kind of jumping puzzle game. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, broke my legs. Oh shit, oh shit. Am I supposed to do this? I don't know. I'm just falling forever. Oh dear, I think, have I broke it? Or I can finally get to the murder basement. What the fuck is this? Is this some kind of metaphor to say that life on the surface seems simple, placid, nothing, and then it's actually really more complicated under the surface? Once you really get into the nitty-gritty of things, I want that, whatever it is. Or it's saying that this is hell, and it's just really a massive sex dungeon. Or some kind of place where they milk cows. If this was a horror game, I'd be shitting myself right now. Although it could be. Okay, I think you want me to go in here. Do you want me to go in here? Okay, maybe it is a horror game. Oh! What the fuck? Where did I get on an elevator? What the hell is going on? It looks like we're going through here, okay.
This prison,
I've just been locked
funny
in jail.
enough, in
Brilliant.
Kota's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Well, that's a bit
If you don't mind, I
harsh.
think we're gonna skip that.
Thanks, buddy. Can I not?
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible?
Yeah.
And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
The guy sounds like a massive fucking troll. He's making all these games and spending all this time, and yet he doesn't want them
It's
completed.
the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Okay. Too pro for this. Excellent, let's go.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Kota is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I don't... Is it something to do with, well, once you solve something in real life, you're not going to forget how it is, or what? Oh, hello. Who are these guys? Listen, speak, and listen. You there!
Here, Kota begins
Did you come
using
from
a
up
kind
above?
of dialogue system
What was up
he
there?
fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Okay. You there? Did you come from up above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. Let's go 2. Yes, there was an enormous prison. I spent hours in it. Had to shit in a bucket. And nobody cleaned it up. I was sitting in a jail cell for hours with my own corny turds. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through the puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before I came here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I'd prefer not to tell you, after all. We've only just met. Fuck it, let's not lie. I have no reason to lie to these guys. Yes, I did. Oh, their heads turned. They're all listening. Okay. Last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Well, none of them are the real answer. Well, there's not really a great deal over there, so trust me, you don't want to go over there. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get out. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there is nothing I want more. Not even titties? Everybody wants some titties. Is that me done here? Guys, can I come on? What are you reading? Ah, the complete works of Shakespeare. Oh, and Playboy. Fantastic. You've got good taste there, gentlemen. What have we... Can we do anything with that? Nothing? Can we go that way? Do we just leave? Just get out of here? Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna go through to a door with the same guys. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes. Do you want to know how I solve it? Yeah, let's do that. Well, this is weird. No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I don't recall a space between the doors. No, I don't remember that. Did that happen? Don't worry, I'm sure you will visit it again soon. Be sure to pay close attention. These guys are starting to get freaky. I love what they're wearing, though. That's sexy. How do I get one of those? Be sure to pay attention to the blank space between the doors. Oh my god. There's a close behind me. Holy shit. I love the attention to detail they've put in here. It is absolutely masterful.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay. And what interesting questions. We need to pay attention to some gap in the door. Is that what they're saying? And we're going outside? There's that lamp from the very first part of the game. And the crickets again and loads of houses.
It's a lamppost.
Really?
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Kota fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them.
Anyone in?
And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Anyone in here? I would like to come in for a cup of sugar. I'm your neighbor. Or you could just black out on me. Passed out. Too much vodka. Cool. Scots. Drinking all that alcohol. April 2009. Loading. This is very interesting. The game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. Aggressive ones. All notes you see are left by other players. Probably cocks. Let's go down this way. I think this is one of the notes. Can I see it? What does this person say? Oh, here we go. Nice room. Not. Wow. No wonder the guy stopped making games with scathing comments like that.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this
how do you
game
beat
is
this
not
game?
Connected to the internet.
No
All of the
point
notes
to
that
this.
you're going to see have been written by Kota. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up.
Holy shit.
I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Reasonable.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
Hey.
I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
I want to tell you a
Feel free
secret.
to skip
Once upon a
over
time
any
I
of these
did.
notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Fun?
Either
I'm
way,
king of the world.
to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
Balls.
I see this person who's filled with
That
thoughts
resonates with me.
and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
What the fuck? What the shit is this cavern? You're right, this is crazy.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That
Boring.
in playing this game and seeing how alone Kota often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head
guys,
and get to know them better and have to do less
So
of the
sad.
messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Kota's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world.
Butt. That's a fucking quality. But just looking at some of these ones here, and you're like, I refuse to believe he's just talking about socializing. He just feels lonely. I need to finish the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please. This is a guy that's creating a game, and he just wants to have friends and fun. Don't listen to that guy. The negative guy. This guy sounds like he's really sad. A free t-shirt. Oh, man. Can I get through that? No door. Let's just keep going down then. Someday I will meet the person who made this. No, well, you are the person. I help people because the internal good feeling. What is this? This is insane. It's not very crowded in here. I'm just gonna skip through some of these here. This is a guy. I feel sorry for Kota. He sounds like he's very sad about something. He sounds depressed. I understand that feeling because when you work so hard doing creative things, sometimes you do get a little bit down if they're not working out the way you want, or you're not getting the support that you need. Sometimes you do need support, and you do need somebody just saying, "Shit, man, your turds are amazing. Let me smell them. Let me spoon you. Let me cuddle you into my bosom and stroke your hair ever so gently." Like, sometimes that's what you need. And I can relate that, man. Doing YouTube for over 2 years and doing acting and stuff like that. It's the support that gets you through it. Sometimes days are difficult. Can I just jump down
At the end of
there?
this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Go on then, friend.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Kota's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Okay.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Kota can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Let's go. See you later, losers. Oh, there's one person here solved it. Me and this lonesome soul. What's that noise? Was that not? Oh, typewriters. How do you leave notes? Lol. You fucking troll. That sounds like typewriters. And then here we go, we've got this thing again. This lamppost. Are you there? Please say something. Hello. I can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you leaving so much? Why are you having so much difficulty speaking? Speak. I am speaking. Listen to me. You can hear me if you open your ears. May to June 2009. This guy's creating some fun, some crazy ass games. It's like porn stars die too.
This one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Light the jam. What a view. Wow. That fucking view, son. Look at that well. I wouldn't like to go down there to get water, though. I'll tell you that. There's a fantastic room here. This is my chest of drawers. That's where I keep my porn mags. Porn stars die too. Remember that, guys. They're humans just like the rest of us. This is the most beautiful one he's done so far. I like the star one, though. That was good. That wood texture is very nice there. Very... It's the kind of thing I would have in my house. That's on the edge of a fucking cliff in heaven, apparently. And are we at the bottom of the well now? We so fucking are.
See, like, this is it. The whole game.
What?
And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Kota gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Right. What the fuck? How's this version 2? What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, put a giant hole in the ground? Put a giant hole in the ground. That's not a giant hole in the ground, that's a table. Okay, now how about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. Oh my god, yes, put a huge picture of a horse. Let's get that. I want to see a horse. Give me that. That's a fucking couch. That's not a huge horse. I think we should light this room up a bit. A skylight, a ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 times 12 recessed, blah, 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 blah. Let's put a fucking Tesla coil in each room. Yeah! That's not a Tesla coil. That's just a fucking lamp. A table! You need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are going to make a difference. Tables were invented in 1935. I'm pretty sure that none of this is going to make any difference, is it? Nope, it's fucking not. Brilliant, thank you. I'm so glad. What the fuck is going on?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not.
It's like
really
the Matrix.
It's kind of just weird
popped out.
For weirdness' sake.
What the hell is going on here? Is it just going to keep going on forever?
Okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Up the bum. Hello, please walk forward. Okay, I can do that, mate. Let's do it. This guide will enable you to escape from the prison. Follow instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each tip. Click to fill this. Click on this table. Okay. Good. Now go over to the photo frame and turn it slightly. Okay, photo frame. Let's turn it. Oops. Now turn the floor lamp off in this room and turn it back on. There's the lamp. Okay, so let's turn it off, baby. I'm good at turning things off. And let's turn it back on. Now go to the left sofa and move it over a little bit. So this is the left one. Let's move over. Oh, fantastic. Finally touch the shelves. Excellent. Touch them. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start and be taken back to your prison. Okay. So I've got to remember exactly what I did. I think I remember what I did. So return back to my prison. Okay, this is the return. Let's go back. Let's see if I can remember it. If I can remember it, that'll be fantastic. If not, well, rip. Okay, so...
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events.
For fuck's sake, the troll!
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Oh, what
Let me just blink you real quick through a few
fuck?
of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison.
Oh, this is a beautiful room.
Nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on?
Sounds like he's trapped inside himself.
That voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something.
A woman at a bar.
And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
Okay.
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Hmm? Okay. So let's walk forward. It's a fucking lamp. That's why it works. Because there's a lamp. A magical lamp has appeared. Okay. Is that a nice house with the crickets again? What nice, leafy things. Bushes, that's what I'm trying to fucking say. Oh, we've got a phone here as well. Okay. Hello? Who is this? My name's Raz. How's it going? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. This is trippy as fuck. You're me? ... So you were trapped in this prison too? Yes, I was in the furniture maze. Yes, I was in the escape tutorial.
And so this is what
in a reverse
Kota wants,
position.
is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
That's really
But
sad.
the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Kota talking to himself.
Oh, bless. He just needs a mate to go to the pub with him and tickle his balls a little bit. Yeah, that's what I am now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison is like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. Feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Let's do that one. Do you feel any different? Not really. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. I suppose I've got more freedom. I don't know what to do with this freedom, but I'm out of the horrible position I was before. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know. I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. I get this, because they're talking about transitioning and moving on in their life, and obviously every decision you make is hard, and sometimes to get out of a thing you were in before, it takes a lot of bravery to move on. So I'm still me, but somehow I'm not. It's hard to describe. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No. I think I'm the first person to call back. Then, can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? But we're the same person. That's impossible. To get out here, all you have to be is sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. This is trippy as fuck. To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. I suppose be sincere to yourself. Be honest with yourself, and maybe you will get out of a difficult situation. What? That will free me. How does that work? I don't know. Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere. It will make sense. It will make sense. Trust me. Sincere about what? Everything. You. That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape. I can't give you all the answers, friend. Me. Past me. Future me. Who the fuck am I? I don't know.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would. Guys out there, things are going to be okay. You could have struggles in your life, but things are going to be okay.
So what would it look like if Kota wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Sounds like a barren wasteland to me. Well, snowy, a tundra. He does like his open plan houses,
To me,
though.
this
Or
environment
jails.
is meant to represent Kota's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Okay. This is my living room, guys. This is a fantastic place. I've got... Oh, fucking... I spilt the wine or blood. Maybe I'm a vampire. I don't know. But I am making a bit of a mess here. Oh! Hello. Well, my goodness. I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. I thought I might have to... I thought I might be having to clean this entire house by myself, and right miserable that would have...
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous
Everyone
games,
knows lonesome
including
hands
this
make
new and
lousy
improved
homes.
chat system, which he started using from this point on.
Okay.
From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
It does look a lot better. It does look a lot more beautiful. Okay, don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And a lousy home makes home loners. Are we cleaning the whole place? Hey, let's be nice to this guy. I mean, the head's not very nice. Don't worry about me, a place like this nice and I'll be glad to be here all night. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Oops. Just inviting myself to stay around now. Why don't we start cleaning, then you decide whether you could do it all night. I'll be up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Okay, fair enough. Oh, look at that. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm like fucking Mary Poppins cleaning up this place. Much nicer. And that's the table I want to see now. Would you run into the bathroom, the bedroom and make the bed? Okay, I'll go to the bedroom, sure. Hope you've not got any stains on the sheets, because that will be awkward. Look at all this stuff. Let me just sniff the bed a little bit. There we go. I'll make that real quick. Fantastic. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? It's all the little details. Sure, let's move that. Although it's squint. I don't like that squint. It doesn't suit well with me. It should be at right angles to everything. Okay. All the little details matter. 1, do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How do you end up with this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Let's be nice. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I kind of feel calm. I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my rib cage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, and that tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out there? Yeah, sure, mate. I'll go and do that. Nice ass. Fantastic booty. Okay, so we've got to straighten out the pillows. Fantastic. Let's do that. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. Okay, so is he talking about making games? He feels kind of calm when he makes games. So it's not about releasing the final product, but it's about having an inner content that you can only find by making these games. That's what it sounds like. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Make it especially cheesy. ... No. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. No, mate, come on. Hey, the dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Okay, let's wash these dishes real quick. Fantastic. Now tell me about your shit. Last I checked, the tub needed cleaning. How about you scrub it out? Hold on a fucking second, mate. You just brought me around to clean up all your shit, didn't you? You're lucky you're sexy. Now let's go to the tub. Let's go clean this up. Give that a nice wee scrub. And do I need to do something over here? Are the books still scattered all over the floor in the bedroom? If so, would you mind putting them back on the shelf? Because you've not told me that before. That is some view, though. He is good at making games. I hope he does continue making them. Actually finishes them off like well. Now then, how about you come and clean these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing.
Am I just doing this over and over again?
It's a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Darling, let me tell you something. Your house is only difficult to clean as you are. If you're finding the work hard, maybe you have a bit of housekeeping to do before you come to...
I know that Kota really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it.
Oh.
This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
That's really good. Don't you worry about all that nonsense now. Just go and smooth the rug out in the bed. What do you mean smooth the rug out in the fucking bedroom? I just did that! Who's going around messing everything up? I just did this! Next you're gonna say the fucking bed's messy. What? The tub's got grow? What the fuck? Who the fuck is making a mess? It's just me and you, is it not, honey? Would you mind tidying up a bit? What? Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like their soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I feel so weird about saying that. It does sound like he's in a very metaphysical state at the moment, doesn't he? I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, it's pretty cheesy, but there's a bit of truth in it now. There is truth in it, I understand. Look after your soul, and you're happy, you're content, and you just say ... Anyway, so, how about we fuck? Housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Okay. Books, would you mind? I just cleaned up the fucking books! Who's reading books at this time of night? Who's reading books at this time of fucking night and making everything messy? Who's doing this? Oh goodness, the pillows are all...
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Get really tired of your shit here, Mr. Clean. Now what? Question. I've got an answer for you, mate.
But, of
Do you enjoy this?
It can't last.
Where'd you go?
The music stops, your companion is gone,
Oh,
it's time to
no,
leave.
that's
The
depressing.
door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Okay.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
What do you mean stay alive? Something chasing me? Please say nothing's chasing me. I don't want to be chased. Please don't chase me. Okay, let's move up here. And we've got the lamppost again. And
Which
level.
is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
Oh, fair enough.
I really thought that was the point of it.
Loading. 2009. This... Items you
This
love
one
and
gets
members
a
only
bit
prices. Right. Okay. What the fuck? Why did you come here today? I don't know. I'm in a lecture hall. Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. Honey, I'm already perfect. Whoa. The workshop's going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is better human than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you that person. Perfection is within your grasp, and the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the
easy.
game, the perspective
Being perfect,
shifts.
it's effortless. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is the key. How do I achieve it with
And you
no
play
effort?
as the teacher.
Why is
Suddenly,
Sauron's
you
eye
discover that your
in front of
teacher
my
is
face?
just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
Holy shit.
Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Holy shit! Can I just say, kids should not follow their dreams, let's say that. What the fuck? I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. What? Why is this saying this? Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. Yeah, that's definitely what I would say. What the fuck? Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. What a dark thing to say. Ooh, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. What is going on here? I'm fucking Sauron up here, just staring into the pit of my soul. There is no truth, there is no path. Haha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's get happy, baby. What if I'm not a good teacher? Holy shit, you guys. Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out! Nothing, no one is coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Run, everyone, run! It's coming to kill you! This
I
is
felt pretty hard for this one.
crazy.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Fuck,
I think about this game a lot these days.
This guy's like creating like psychologically amazing games. Games aren't made to make me think this much, are they? Like playing
This
FIFA
one
and
took a
Call of
lot
Duty.
longer than all the others for Kota to make.
There's that
It was
picture
4
again.
months between this and the last one.
Okay.
That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this.
So
and it's
backstage,
not like it's particularly complex.
a rock
So
concert.
I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Wow. I've been on stage before, but this is daunting. All right, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Wow, this is huge. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start by leaning against this wall. Okay, I can do that. Let's lean against this wall. Good. Stay right there. Okay, the woman across this room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello, sorry I have to leave. Where's the bathroom? Let's start off with hello then. Okay, we'll just go in there and say hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation, but it's the starter of a conversation, is it not? You actually need to converse with her, be a human being, but that's how you do it. You say hello. You start a conversation off hello. I'm super, super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. Here, stranger, here are my hopes and dreams. Take them. No, 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 no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was that just one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to be better feeling the setting. There were a lot of weird people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce you when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now go talk to her again. Okay, so do I... Oh. Okay. She's happy. Okay. Is she still happy if I stand on her? I'm just gonna sit on your lap here for a little bit. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be staring at your breasts. That's wow, okay. Okay, so you must have worked really hard to get where you are. Like, really hard, love. Let's look at her face. You're messing it up again? How am I messing it up again? You'll freak her out if the conversation gets too personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Well, I'm riding on her. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Where the fuck did she go? Do I just go beside the lamp, I'm guessing? What the fuck is going on here? Do I just go down this hall? Oh, what? Oh, now I've just been jailed again. This guy loves his prisons. Fuck. Okay, yes. Now this is working. This is what I was like.
Eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Kota's life. The solution:
he's gonna go to
social
jail?
anxiety to fears of having to perform and having to chase success. The answer for Kota is to withdraw, to hide himself away, which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Kota's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looks to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
This poor guy.
But what can you do? After this, Kota went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Okay. So, I've got to keep my eyes closed? How the fuck am I supposed to play this? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to move around? Do I click things? I might be moving. I might be jumping. This is ridiculous. Mr. Voice, can you help me? What am I supposed to do? I've got... What happened? Huh? What's going on? What am I supposed to fucking do here?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already.
Okay.
It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Wow.
And there is a solution, by the way.
Okay, so this guy's blind. This guy's blind. Help! I'm blind. I can't see anything. What's going on? What's going on? I've got to fix something. Okay. Okay, guys. Right. We've got to do something. We're going to crash. We're going to fucking crash. I'm going to be killed by a giant door. Oh! Rip. Okay. So there is something. Whisper. SS Whisper. Okay. So there's got to be something to do. I've got to be the captain of this ship. Guys! Pull your shit together. We can do this. We can fucking do this. One of these comms is going to help us. There was a giant door. Then my vision went blank. Okay. Oh, what's this? Is this like an escape pod or something? Okay, we're going to another floor. Excellent. You, sir, help me. The only way to stop it is to speak something that's honest and burst with creative energy. Oh, I didn't solve it. Fuck. Okay, this is the one. This is the one, baby. This is the one. Okay, let's go up here. We've got a little bit more time this time. We can do this. We can do this. We can speak something. The only way to stop it is to speak something honest. Okay, I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. I can't keep making these. That's it. That's the truth. Wow. I paused the game. I don't feel it anymore.
Like I said, I was getting concerned.
It's draining me.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore.
Keep going,
and in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Kota where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
I'm alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. I'm alone. The guy's alone. Like, we're gonna be okay. So the guy's literally making games about how sad he is.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
That's heartbreaking.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Wow. Does he put a lot of effort in it, though? We're getting towards the end. It was 2011 it finishes, isn't it? Hello? Where am I? What is this? Just let's see, where am I? Wow. Okay. Where did this island come from? How do I get out here? Hello, is anyone there? Let's reach out and see if anybody's here. Okay. Okay. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. Where are you? What's wrong? You look lost. I'm trying to find out where you are. Where are you, maiden? I'm going to say it's a maiden. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. I'm completely out of ideas. What is this? Oh no. Can I get across to there? What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Let's see 2. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep exploring what's going on with what looks like a big vagina there. I know. I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Okay. Awesome. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped. Yeah, we need answers here. We need answers so we can prevent it from happening again.
If the last game featured Kota talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11.
If you can help me solve it.
Put yourself in my shoes playing this.
Deal?
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. Perfect. Keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Just keep himself going. It's the only thing he knows how to do.
From my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Okay, now we do the last option. Now just press the switch here. 3. And we open this door. This looks slightly more hopeful.
You
except
can't
like bright.
talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
What are you talking about? There's no machine here. There's just somebody crying. Trust me, you'll see. Whoa. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games... But they struggle and he can't just persuade himself. Okay, making games is simple. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. It's easy and it never stops being easy. This isn't gonna work.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Why is that woman crying?
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Kota takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Is it as depressing as that one? This poor guy's going through some sort of horrible breakdown. The machine. This is what he wanted to find in the previous game. We've got a guard here, which is probably his self-doubt. Ma'am, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. Let's fucking assault it. Let's go for this. Let's get it. Very good. Can I just click that then? Just be warned that someone called the press. We might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Kota. Okay. Press, okay. Okay, oh, get me from my good side. Joe, don't look there. Nope, I'm going through. No pictures, please. No press. High five. Oh, I'll just give you a little speech here. A little bit of an interview. Suck my balls. Perfect interview. Let's go. So we've got the machine. You stop.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Why did you stop? You stopped feeding us. Your work is keeping us alive. Your work is keeping us healthy. Your work is keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? Let's do 2. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to those people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. You can apologize, machine. Or I won't lube you up. No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. Let's not threaten it. Let's just say no, nothing. This is insane. Alright then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. What? Why am I apologizing? That doesn't make any sense. What? Sorry about the machine. He's kind of a bit of a fucker. My followers, my friends. Let's go. My friends. My friends. It falls on me to deliver. I have a troubling revelation. Hey, Babushi is playing Geometry Dash. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Yes, we are not failures. We will not fail anymore. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. Follow me, we'll destroy the machine has created. Let's do it. Does that mean literally? Okay, we're back on stage. Everything's a lot brighter now. What am I supposed to do now? Wow. Oh, shit. I'm literally destroying everything that I've made. This isn't healthy. This is not a healthy man. Oh, man. This is not a healthy man. Holy shit.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Kota's stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Kota to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him?
Okay, is that what you made this game?
If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
I'm just going around just destroying everything that I've created. I've not created any of this, but Kota's created.
So I started showing Kota's work to people.
Please say it helped him.
And the islands that you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games.
Oh, that's good.
The point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
So it's time to destroy the machine then, yeah? Time to get rid of this evil son of a bitch. I hope Kota's alright. Put down your weapon. So is this machine speaking to us again? It said, put down your weapon, man. Come on, let's just put our hands up in the air. Let's put it down. Oops.
Can you just destroy it? I felt like this was the right thing to do. Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something...
You did something amazing,
I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It's the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy.
How did it make him feel?
Beautifully, beautifully happy.
How did it make Kota feel, though? It made you feel happy, but how did it make Kota feel?
So anyway, Kota finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Kota's.
Okay.
This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Kota ever made. So let's take a look.
Okay. June 2011. It's a long time ago now. Over 4 years. The Tower. What's this one? Okay. The walls. This is quite well done up there, but the walls are all like his early stuff.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Kota's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. it feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world.
It's very sparse and
It's a
grey
very
and
cold game.
yeah. It's like those echoes as well. It doesn't feel like he wants to interact with anybody. He sounds like a very depressed person.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Holy tits. What?
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Well, let's just see, because we could go this way and then... No, fuck it. This invisible maze, no thank you. Let's not mess about with that. He didn't want us to play it, clearly. Man! Poor guy. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
Really?
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
Oh, wow.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
What's this?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like
What?
the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Kota has made. It
How am
doesn't
I supposed to do
encourage thought
this?
or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here.
This is mean.
I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Thank you. Okay. Well, it wouldn't have taken that long to work out, because I would have started with 1 and then moved then just put that up to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and we would have got there eventually, because there's quite a few 1s in it, so it wouldn't have been too bad. Okay, 1 and 7. It wouldn't have been. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch, Kota. And what was this last one? 7. That's annoying. That there was no clues to do that. Oh man. Oh shit. There we go. Let's go. Up the stairs. Where is Kota going to take us this time? Please make some sort of happy ending. Maybe there's a child playing on a swing. Or we're just going to end up in jail again, it seems.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
That's
And it's scary for me. The idea of Kota cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, you know, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Please do, sir. So where do we go now?
Was I
What?
a failure for not understanding this game?
I don't think there is
I
anything
don't know why
to
I would
understand.
be.
for
It's
it.
not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
I think it's because you wanted to help your friend. And
It's
your
June
friend
of
is not.
2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he wouldn't.
I noticed them earlier on.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
It sucks, man. I mean, he did what he thought was a good thing to help his friend out, so at least he tried.
Where did I screw up?
He didn't, man. Some people you just can't help. Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
No. Because he showed people. Because he put it out to the public, which I suppose is something that he didn't want to do. He trusted Davy to play his games but not release them, but now he's released them. Oh, fuck. Oh, Davy, son.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. You've so infected it.
The people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Oh dear. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? He added lampposts. Davey added the lampposts. Did he?
And
Would
then you
simply
stopped.
Let them be.
And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. The guy sounds like he's been a bit mean at this point. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and you make peace with this thing you were wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, it's fucking black in here now. There's no hope in this room, is there? Oh, I didn't like that noise. And there's no...
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
Oh, man.
Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Fuck me. Well, that's some way to apologize, I'll tell you that. Epilogue. The feels, man. Kicked in right there.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's
Hey,
like a
man.
disease.
Don't we all want that in the end? Don't we always want somebody to say that you're fantastic, you're a beautiful bastard, you're anything? I didn't expect this game to be feelsy. Well, no, I knew it would be feelsy, but this feelsy? There's no hands on the clocks, there's no time, there's literally it's just endless. There's no end to this. Hence the word endless, I suppose. What am I supposed to do here? It's like time has stopped for him. Is that what he's trying to say? Do I get on the train? It's beautiful in here. So who made this game then?
Solution.
Is it Davey?
Solution.
This is beautiful. This is like you could see like it being in like Skyrim or something and it would fit perfectly. Just this beautiful manor.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
That's not your fault,
so
man.
many people that he was depressed.
You're just looking out for your homeboy. It's not.
Maybe he just
Don't feel
likes
bad about
making
that.
prisons.
Maybe he does. And he wanted to keep it all private. If you wanted to keep it all private, then just say that. Have the respect
Even
to tell your
now,
friend
the
that.
disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
No, man. You were trying to help your boy. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You did what you thought would help. And hopefully one day he will realize this. Where are we now? In some cave. Cave? It looks like the foundations or something. Can we keep going this way?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
It's just human nature to want to be loved and appreciated, and it just adds to self-worth, and you find your place in the universe via what people say to you. I know you shouldn't let what others say affect you, but it's just the way it works. It's just nature. It's the way life is, unfortunately. I would love to say that I could.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm...
Can't just go.
Gonna...
You can't just leave. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? You can't just leave me. Am I supposed to just go through this fucking barren wasteland myself and... Is this how he feels now? Alone, isolated. Left to try and solve things himself, but he should take his own advice and try and reach out to somebody. I suppose technically that's kind of what he's doing. He's still trying to make amends with his friend, but nothing simple in life, unfortunately. Now he's making some sort of prison. As the elevator rises, I think our time in this game is almost at an end as well. Wow, what an adventure it's been so far. Let's get up here. Can we just jump through here? Thank you. It's been intense, to say the least. I mean, this poor guy just wanting to help his mate out, and I get it. I get it. This grand marble staircase just is a fitting way to end off this story, maybe. As you come to the end, a long corridor as we slowly walk to what looks like our death, because if I remember correctly, that looks like the, remember back like an hour and a half ago, one of the early games when we had to make the choice, sacrifice ourselves in order to save the planet. That looks like the blue hue from that. So I take it we're just going to jump in there and float up to the heavens, and we're going to get a lovely message saying, we've made up, we're best friends again, don't worry about a thing. We're having a tea party. That would be a satisfying ending, but somehow, as we go balls to the wall and jump in, somehow, I really don't see that happening. What a fucking ride, though. What a ride. It's just mental. It's absolutely insane. Here we are. A massive, massive, like, meandering maze that's probably never ending. Again, another perfect example of maybe metaphor the guy's trying to conjure up by saying he's tried all these different paths to help his mate out, but none of them seem to be working, and now this is his last resort. This is him making an entire game made from his games to try and reach out to him and say, look, mate, I'm sorry. It's just beautiful. Look at that. That skyline is just infinite possibilities, and I hope he's I hope from seeing people playing the game, the reviews that are left on Steam, and hopefully he manages to reach out to his mate and they can come back together and just work out their troubles. That would be good. For R. So this must be it. Whoever R is. For me? I don't make games. What game? The Beginner's Guide. There's music going on in the background. This project would not have been possible without the following individuals. And then a list of people. Ryan Roth, is that his name? Or Richard Flanagan? Damn, it could be one of those. Ryan or Richard. Richard, reach, or Ryan, reach out. Turn back. Helena, you got a beautiful voice. Additional thanks. What game? So, there we go. The end. Don't really know what to make of it. It's, you just... no idea what to say about it. It was beautiful. It was heartbreaking. I understand both sides of it. I understand that Davey wanted to help his mate out, and I understand the mate's point of view, where the mate's like, look, you violated my privacy. I didn't want these games. If I wanted these games to be out, I would have released them myself. Davey's just trying to say sorry. A whole game was an apology note, basically. It's absolutely insane. It's beautiful. It's well worth having a gander at and playing for yourself, although I don't know why you would play yourself if you've already seen it here, but I don't know. It's worth it if you want to go and have an explore of the friends' levels yourself. Have a little look at them. I mean, because some of them were really beautiful, very simplistic, but they did seem to have dark messages in them. He just didn't want anybody to play his games. It's very, very sad. I can understand why Davey thought his friend was in trouble. I probably would have thought the same thing. And I don't know. You always want a happy ending, and this one really just doesn't have one at the moment. So best of luck to both of them in what they do, and hopefully they can make up at some point. Because it would be really sad if they didn't. I mean, it's sad enough already. This game's a big apology. It's insane. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of the whole thing. Were you satisfied with the ending? Were you a little disappointed? And hey, good luck to both of them. It's been a fantastic ride. Either way, thank you very much for sticking all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. It's definitely one of those videos that you have to watch the whole journey to get the payoff at the end, and I think it was a nice payoff. I would rather have had a happier ending, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's left me a bit hollow. It's one of those videos or games you're going to have to take away and process a little bit. What can you do? If you enjoyed today's video, then please hit that like button, guys, and I'll see you soon. I've been Razbowski. You've been the beautiful bastards, as always, for watching, and I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye!